How I got involved in hockey. I was 9 years old, grew up in a football family in Angaston in the Barossa. My first pair of shoes were football boots. But the local hockey club, Angaston Hockey Club, used to train at our primary school, and my best mate was playing hockey or minky at the time, and I used to watch after school and came home and broke my dad's heart when I said, "Dad, I want to play hockey." So I'd been out of hockey for I think 6 years, and I got a random phone call from Michael Snowden at Forestville. I went back, I think I played Metro 4s, I was fat, unfit, hadn't played sport for about 4 or 5 years by that stage. Just rolled back into Forestville. Going from a player on the field to the head of a club was very interesting. I started as vice president. I'd never been involved in any committee on any level, and I'd finished work at about 3:30 and just happened to be walking past the then president outside the Austral Hotel. I think one drink and I'd committed to being vice president for the following season. I don't know how that happened. And I stayed on as vice president that year. And after Andy's first year, I moved into the role of president, which has been more than challenging, to say the least. Very rewarding for what we've achieved at the club in the last sort of 7 years that I've been involved in the committee. But very challenging, certainly not enough hours in the day when you're the president of a Premier League hockey club. What Forestville's done well in the last 7 years is I think we've built our club up from scratch. When I first started as president, I think we had bordering on 5 junior teams, and without a junior program, a club doesn't exist. And as a club, we've grown from 5 junior teams to now having 13 junior teams. I think it's one of the higher numbers in the metropolitan area. We've got some of the largest hockey numbers in hockey in metropolitan area, which is outstanding. And it was just a lot of hard work, a lot of recruitment drives, a lot of bring a friend day, family days, a lot of interactions with school, but it's worked well, and the hard work has paid off in that area for sure. Being a part of the oldest hockey club in Australia, not a lot of people know that fact. Obviously we were formed in 1905. I think if you go through the history books, we were around before then, but the competition officially didn't start till 1905, so that's our official start date. But certainly the heritage and the history is amazing, and it's certainly a level of achievement that you feel to be involved in a club such as Forestville. While we might not have had on-field success in recent years, I think we're definitely growing to that. We're getting back to the numbers and the level of competition we need to be at. When you go through the old photos, I mean, we've got photos from the first ever season of 1905 and things, and you look at how the game's changed and how it's adapted, and the fact that we've been a part of that from day one is something to be proud of. It's great to know that the club is very community minded and engages very well with the council. We're based in the Unley Council area, and we have an outstanding relationship with Unley. They support us. It's great to see when you go out to junior trainings, a lot of our kids wear their apparel or their uniforms to training. And when you see them, when we have family days and they come out, to see the sea of blue and white out there is important. And I think it gives the players pride that this is something to stand by. This is what the club is about. It's not a mismatch of people getting together. It's everyone unified, playing sport that they love under the one banner, and that's the banner of Forestville Hockey Club.